Antarctica, it's everyone's dream come true. It was in mid-August 2022 when my friends Theo Alofs and Jamie Tarris, two of the best wildlife photographers in the world, reached out to me to travel with them and 50 more wildlife photographers to Antarctica in November. So the first step was to decide which camera I can rely on. The weather would be unpredictable, with major storms and temperatures as low as -20°C even in the summer. We in fact faced a hurricane where the wind speed was 120 km/h. So that's when I spoke to Canon's India team and they recommended that I take the Canon EOS C70. And just as we set sail, we were told that no one is allowed to use tripods. Kneel down, put our bags on the ground due to biosecurity rules, except in 2 islands. That came as a shock to me, and I was nervous as to how am I going to film without a tripod. So the only solution was to go completely handheld with the C70. The camera's compact, lightweight body, image stabilization, and the top handle made it so easy for me to record low-angle shots, pan shots, and these beautiful landscape shots that I got. There were so many beautiful moments that I could capture in these islands. Wherever you could see there were animals. It gave me a lot of opportunity to try different recording modes. I mainly recorded in raw light and slow motion at 60 and 120p in Canon Log 2, which gave me a wide dynamic range. One of my favorite was a fight between 2 big male elephant seals. And then the snowstorm in Gold Harbor, the largest king penguin colony, and the snowflakes falling on them. It was so surreal. So I quickly shifted to slow motion and the camera captured every detail so beautifully. And in such places where there is so much ice and harsh sunlight for nearly 18 hours, it gets very difficult to control your exposure. So the inbuilt ND filters made my life very easy. And in wildlife, you can never predict action. The autofocus feature also works really well. For instance, there were hundreds of animals and getting a lot of them in the frame of shifting focus from one animal to the other, everything was very smooth. And even focus on the eye got me very sharp shots. And imagine when you're recording that perfect shot and boom, the camera switches off. But with the C70, that was least of my concern. The camera recorded in 4K without any limitations, and the batteries lasted over 3 hours on an average. And I love the ease of 2 card slots. So overall, I would like to say that this camera is super reliable. I'm very happy with the output. And I feel privileged to be one of the few female filmmakers from India to have shot in this part of the world.
Canon, delighting you always.